Hey guys!
We're home. We just got home actually from seeing Ghost for the third time in the great city of Toronto. And this is our last concert of the year.
Yeah.
So the last time we're sitting here to do this concert review thing that we do after the shows. Last one. It's kind of sad, you know?
But so there's gonna be more next
There's
year.
gonna be
Plus
more
in
next
January you're going to
I'm going to Insafaram in January. So
Yeah.
January 10th. So about a month from now. Yeah, really, about a month from now. It's December 8th, 9th. So a month from now, I'm going to be... So I have 1 month break. Wow, I don't think I've gone this year 1 month without attending a show.
Yeah.
Because I calculated, I've been to 32 concerts this year. 30...
That's at least one. That's at least one per month.
No, that's at least twice a month.
Twice.
There's 12 months, so 24, it's twice. So your math is absolutely horrendous. If any band out there is thinking of taking this guy on the road to work your merch stand, don't.
Why?
Because your math is horrible.
Unless
people are paying by credit card, there's no way you're going to give them the right change. Somebody's going to end up getting screwed. Either the band or the fans. And my money is on the band. Let's put it that way. All right, we're not here to talk about your future gallivanting with bands on road trips and tours, which... You know, there are some plans in the making for that kind of stuff. But we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about our last concert of the year, Ghost in the great city of Toronto. Third time seeing this band. I'm going to start by saying this. Before we talk about the venue, it was our first time going to this venue. Before we talk about that, let me just start off by saying this. I don't care the people out there if they hate Ghost, they love Ghost. Ghost is one of those bands that there's no middle ground.
Yeah, it's either you love them or you hate them.
Exactly. There's nobody that's kind of like, I'm kind of on the fence. No. Ghost is one of those bands that it's not like I'm kind of pregnant. Either people are pregnant about Ghost or people are not pregnant. There's no, I kind of like Ghost. So regardless of which camp you fall on, we've seen them live 3 times.
Twice as a headliner.
Twice as a headliner. This is one of those bands that never, and I mean never, disappoints live.
They sound just like the CD.
I'm telling you right now, Ghost is one of the best live bands that I have ever seen. Now, we're going to talk about later on in the month of December, we're going to do like our year-end in review. We'll talk about our favorite shows. It's not like, I'm not going to say that Ghost it's in my top 5 concerts of the year.
Yeah.
But because when I look at the concert, I look at everything. I look at the performance of the band. I look at the sound.
The way they interact with the
Exactly. I look
audience.
at the venue. I look at things. Like, there's no way any concert this year will surpass Winter Sun because of all the things.
Yeah, that's probably my number 1.
Yeah, it's, with everything around it. But one thing I must say, Ghost is one of the most consistent live bands that I've ever seen. Consistent. And we'll talk more about the performance, but I just want to say that. Because I think even people who hate on the band, if they see them live, I think it will change their minds.
Yeah.
Because they are... consistent, just pure consistency from these guys, night in, night out. Now, let's talk about the venue for a second. This venue is downtown Toronto at the Sony Center for the Performing Arts. This is our first time going there.
Yeah.
What did you think of the venue?
It was good. I really liked it. It was a good place to have Ghost.
A perfect place to have Ghost. We saw them at the Queen Elizabeth Theatre, which is like the size of the washroom at this place.
Yeah.
And this place was sold out. I'm going to say about 3,000, maybe a little bit more than that, between 3,000 and 4,000 people at the show tonight. Yeah. It was sold out. There was not one empty seat.
But out of all the times we've seen Ghosts, I feel like the first time we've ever seen them was the best.
It was a smaller venue. We were so close to the stage.
And also, we only knew Squarehammer going into it, and we came out knowing so many other songs.
Yeah, it was a great night. I think that was one of the first metal shows that you went to.
It was, and it was the same
year. You were
like
9?
It was the same year Donald Trump was elected, so he made like a joke about that. And
was it the year that Donald Trump was elected? So that's what, 3 years ago?
It was 2016.
Wow, 2016. Yeah.
And he had like the cannons firing, like the confetti and the $666 bills.
Yeah, we have some up here. I don't know where.
Oh yeah, it's right there. Behind.
Let me take
Jimi
Hendrix out of the way. We got some of those bills right here.
From 2016.
Yeah, we got.
Yeah.
We got some Ghost money.
During the show, like at the end when they played Mummy Dust.
These are cool. With Pop Emeritus.
That's when they played. They played at the end with Mummy Dust. When they did that, because they also did that at this show too.
Oh, there goes Alice Cooper. All right, so the venue, I like the venue.
Yeah.
I really like the venue. I agree with you. The first time we saw Ghost at Queen Elizabeth was better for the simple reason that was a smaller venue. I just felt closer to the band.
Yeah.
But the band is growing, all right? So you're not going to see them at a venue like that perhaps ever again. This venue is a lot bigger. I think the next time they come around, they'll probably be at the ACC or something like that. They're just growing. The fan base for these guys is just growing. So, you know, keep that as a memory. It was nice seeing them at that small venue. It's never going to happen again. They're growing. They're becoming a huge band. It's not going to happen. Having said
That's why
that,
they're never gonna do the Body of the Devil anymore.
no, I guess they're not going to send the priest down with the two nuns.
That's gonna be a lot of nuns. That's gonna be a lot.
It's impossible to do at a big venue like this, right? They did it at Queen Elizabeth because it was such a small venue, and it was really, you know, it was what, like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
So they could pull it off in a smaller venue like that. Now, like, how the hell are they going to do it here? It's impossible. There's like, it's just
balcony seats. Too.
Yeah, like, or they're going to send like people to the balconies.
The nuns are gonna
Not
jump
gonna
up to
happen.
the balconies.
Dancing nuns. No, it's not gonna, or flying nuns. It's not going to happen. So let me say this. I really enjoyed the venue. I thought the venue was really good. Sound-wise was really good. There was no echo. Sound-wise was really good. I really enjoyed the sound. I enjoyed the venue. I enjoyed the setup. I wish, no pun intended, I wish Nightwish had played at this venue when they came to Toronto. It would have been 100 times better than Massey Hall. 100 times better. Now, let me tell you this. First thing I noticed by the way, on this tour, Ghost has no opening band.
No, it's just them.
It's just them. But you know
Actually,
what?
they open for themselves.
Yes. So they're playing 2 sets. Because when you think about it, normally any headliner plays about 14 to 16 songs, right? Actually, when I went to see Dimo Borgir, they played 12. But on average, you're looking at 14 to 16 songs. That's a headliner set. They played 14 songs. Then they did a 15-minute intermission for people to go to the washroom, to go buy food, drinks, whatever. And then they played another 14 songs. So they're playing every night 2 sets, which is crazy.
They opened for themselves.
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, I'm not complaining. I got to see Ghost play 28 songs, 2 sets. They play for almost 3 hours. I'm not complaining. Anybody that goes to see Ghost on this North American tour has no reason to complain, because you're going to get the most that you ever got from a Ghost concert.
Most of the
it had older stuff.
Yeah.
Well, actually, it had Dance Macabre was in the second one, and Faith was in the second one.
Yeah, but Dance Macabre was in between like Mummy Dust and Square Hammer.
Yeah, that's true. It's kind of cool that they finish off with Square Hammer. Well, not finish off. Then they still had the Encore, but they kept that song towards the end. Yeah. They said it's still one of their biggest hits, so they kept it towards the end. But what I was going to say is that it was really cool for them to play 28 songs. I mean, you just don't see a band headlining, playing 28 songs, no opening band, just them, and then giving you an intermission in between. I don't think I've ever been to a concert with an intermission. Now, it makes sense because they played a full set.
Yeah.
They take a 15-minute break, and then they come and they play another full set, so it makes sense. Now, when they came on stage, the first thing I noticed was there's a lot more ghouls this time around.
And there were female ghouls too.
Yeah, ghoulas. Ghoulas, is that what he was calling them?
Ghoulettes.
Ghoulettes? Okay, ghoulettes. We'll go with ghoulettes.
And what's it called? I remember their bass player used to be a girl.
But it's not anymore. It's
not
a guy
anymore.
Now. It's a dude.
Yeah, so she was the original Ghoulette, but she didn't have a different
hairdo,
mask.
Yeah, like the hairdo of the mask.
Yeah, because now the
now you can tell which ones are the girls because they have the mask looks different.
Yeah,
but there was a lot more on stage. So before it used to be just a drummer, a keyboard guy, 2 guitar players, a bassist, and obviously the singer.
Yeah,
that was it. Now they have a 3rd guitar player, which is really strange. He stands the whole time next to the drummer. He doesn't move from that position.
No,
it's like he's been put in the corner with a dunce cap on.
Yeah, but
it's like you didn't behave yourself.
Like
you shit on the bus. Go to the dunce corner.
He plays like some of the other stuff, like during
he plays acoustic, but he still plays electric guitar. He has a little tambourine.
He also sings.
And instead of 1 keyboard player, they had 2 female keyboard players. And she also did the tambourine and maracas. No cowbell. No cowbell. Unfortunately. I mean, they brought everything in the kitchen sink. I mean, they brought like maracas, tambourines, But no cowbell. Like, what the fuck? No cowbell. But anyways, so the first thing I noticed when they came on stage, two things I noticed. One is, wow, their entourage of ghouls
They have
like
an army of
doubled in
ghouls,
size.
yeah.
Yeah, it's like they doubled in size. The band got bigger, so they hired more ghouls. That was the first thing I noticed. The second thing I noticed was their stage. The stage design also got bigger and more elaborate. I really like what they've done with it. It looks
It's
really
like a
cool.
Coliseum.
Yeah, actually,
It looks like a museum because it had the.
yeah, that area there kind of looks like a museum. But the
Yeah.
way the stairwell is going up, it almost looks like a church, like going up to where the what do you call it?
Because the banners were in the back.
Yeah, but what do you call the thing in the church where the priest does the mass? Like the podium? No, it's not the podium. Like the table?
I
Whatever.
have no idea.
I don't know. I'm sure it has a name.
It probably does.
I'm sure it does. I'm sure it has a name. So, anyways, I really like what they did with the stage because it looked grandiose. It looked bigger. The band is growing, so they're putting more effort into the whole stage presence. I really like that. Definitely more ghouls on stage.
Yeah.
Now, as the song started, as the band started to play, these guys, there was more interaction with the audience towards the end of the set. I would say the first set before the intermission, it was all business.
Yeah.
It was song, 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 song. There was no time for, hey guys, how's it going? You know, it's like song, 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 song. Now, one thing I'll say this. If I had $1 for every time he says, Toronto, are you with us tonight?
Yeah.
If I had $1 for every time he says that, man, I would be a rich man. If I was a rich man.
I think he said it. I think he.
I love Fiddler on the Roof. Anyways.
I think he said that like in every song.
Every song.
Toronto, are you with us?
No, we're not with you. We're here, but we're not with you. No, come on. That's like the only line he kept saying that over and over again. Anyways, I'll say this because there's one thing that I'll say before we wrap this up, which is it was really nice to see Ghost live again.
Yeah.
I'm always amazed.
As his new persona, because now he's a cardinal.
Yeah, he's a cardinal now, so it's different.
Yeah.
Even the way he moves around stage is different. There's a
Now
lot
he
of...
has like more cardinal kind of stuff.
Wow, holy shit! By the way, did you notice how many times he changed his outfit tonight?
Yeah, he went from red. He was Michael Jackson at one point.
I mean, the guy changed like his outfit like
He had the
at least six times.
He had the Bugs Bunny opera stuff on, like right at the start. Then he became.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, and then he became a cardinal in black.
I think I see
then a
what
cardinal in white. Then a cardinal in red.
I know the guy had more costume changes than the host at the Grammys. You
And
know
then
what I mean?
he
Like
also became Michael Jackson because he had a white version of the black kind of tuxedo with a what's it
the
called?
fedora.
The fedora. Yeah.
Yeah, the guy changed costumes a lot. But as I was watching the band play, as I was watching them perform, I'm always amazed. We know that he changes the ghouls around from like tour to tour. It's not like it's like the same ghouls every single tour that they go on. He changes them around. So what I was amazed is how good these guys are as musicians. The two guitar players, the lead guitarist and the rhythm guitarist, both of them absolutely incredible. It's like he finds great musicians that just enhance the quality of his music. It's incredible. I'm blown away. Every time we see Ghost, I'm blown away by the quality of the musicians around him.
And they
They're
have to
so
know. They have to
good.
know what they're doing because they have those masks on.
Yeah, I'm sure it's not easy to see what's going on with it because they keep adjusting them and stuff. But they're so good. Like every time there's a guitar solo and the guitar player stands up on the thing, and he's just grooving to it.
He's thinking that his hair is going in the wind, but he's wearing the mask.
But it's so beautiful to see the way they're pulling off the solos. Everything about Ghost is very theatrical, and it's
because there was one point where the guitar players, one of them was pretending he was doing really bad, and the other one was showing off. Then he goes up and he starts doing really good, and the other one like tried doing I don't know what he was doing. He was trying to do Stairway to Heaven, but he screwed up, and then he just like ran away.
Yeah, but the interaction between the two guitarists was really cool
Yeah.
throughout the whole night.
And then when he was like introducing them, he's like, "This one is cool."
Yeah,
and everyone was clapping.
And this one is cool. Everybody was cool.
Yeah, and then it's like you see this amazing drummer with his foot on the pedal, and he's going really good right now. It's cool.
It was a great night overall, but I really want to emphasize this aspect. They're great musicians, all of them.
Yeah.
Great musicians. if you are a fan of music and you want to go and see a good rock and roll, they're not a heavy metal band. They're a rock and roll band. If you want to go see a good rock and roll band with good quality musicians that put on a show, because to me, Ghost, besides the music, it's all about the theatrical, the show, the showmanship,
And they're funny.
and they're funny throughout their set. They fool around.
During Mummy Dust is like, this song is so heavy, it will make us tickle your taints, right? And then during the song, as he's singing, he's doing this. He's like doing this.
Yeah, but all their interactions are funny, but they're great musicians, and it really shows on stage how good they are. Like it's my third time going to a Ghost show, and every time I always find myself in awe of everything that's going on, enjoying all the little details, but most important, enjoying how good they are and how effortlessly, when they're playing, they make it seem like it's so easy, like everything that they're doing comes so easy.
Yeah.
I absolutely, one of the best live bands that I've ever seen, Ghost. It's one of those bands that doesn't matter how many times they come to Toronto. I don't care if they come twice in 1 year, 3 times in. I'm going every single time because you always get your money's worth.
I feel like the next time we go and see them, they're gonna be in like a way bigger place.
Air Canada Center or something.
Yeah, so we're gonna be able to see like kind of like the history. We started off with Queen Elizabeth, so it's like a small place. And we went to this place, and it's a small place, but it's like.
Well, the second time we saw them was opening for Iron Maiden at Budweiser Stage. That was a bigger outdoor venue.
Headlining. No.
Yeah, okay.
Right, it started off with a small place, medium place, now like maybe Air Canada Center.
Yeah, these guys are going to become huge. I mean, it's when we saw them, we were lucky enough that we saw them early on where they were playing small venues. It's not gonna be that case going forward. Anyways, guys, Ghost was great. Last concert of the year. We're going to be doing a year-end review in a couple of weeks. But last concert of the year, great way to finish off the year. A year that saw me attend 32 concerts. Incredible, man. I've gone to so many shows. Had a blast tonight. I really enjoyed myself. Everybody was standing, so there was no issue with us standing and people telling us to sit down like Nightwish.
Yeah.
Great night, great musicians, great show. And what can I say? Ghost pulls it off every single time. All right? This is it for today, guys. Come back tomorrow. We'll have more videos for you. See ya.
See ya.